2024 Polaris RZR 1000 Ultimate. So I went to the dealer and I picked this thing up, and before I used it, I kind of just gave it a once over. Like these things have, like, I don't know if it's like the big harness seat belts, if they're 4 or 5 point harnesses. And I was adjusting all the seats and kind of checking it over, and I noticed a few things wrong with it. So I found that the front passenger seat, it's like a spring latch for the seat, so you can like pull the seats out to clean it or whatever. And the spring was either like broken or on backwards, so the front seat wouldn't latch down. And then the rear seat was loose, the rear driver's side seat, and I found the bolt was stripped off inside the seat. So when they set this thing up, it was just kind of a poor job. And then also noticed, like, when you open and close the doors, the weather stripping on the doors would like come off. So I was kind of ticked off because these machines are, gosh, like $30,000 to $35,000. It's insane what toys cost these days with inflation and supply and demand. So I thought I was getting like a precision machine, and you kind of notice the deficiencies in it. And like I said, a lot of it was from the setup. I did setup when I was a teenager, so I know they throw kids on these things that they're not like licensed mechanics or anything. So I brought it up to the dealership, and I had to drop it back off, and it kind of turned into a nightmare. And then with like delays, the thing wasn't going to be back to me for who knows how long. So I told the guys, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna return this, come give me my down payment back and, take this thing. So, but, the guy was cool. I've used the guy before to do some suspension on race bikes. I bought three vehicles from the dealership. So, he made it right. He's just like, hey, what, can I get you another machine? Can I, make sure it's set up right for you? Can I throw in some accessories? So yeah, I thought that was definitely the right thing to do. So, when I bought it, I bought a windshield for it, and same thing, it was weeks out. So this windshield, it's a vented windshield, is like 500 something bucks. So I was like, hey, yeah, I was like, if you could just fix it, get it set up back up to normal, brand new, without a janky setup, and I'll cover the cost of the windshield that I bought. I was like, yeah, and I said same thing, like, have this thing delivered to me today. I'm not waiting weeks for it. So I don't know what they did. If they, they said, I know they didn't have another one there, so I don't know if they went to a different dealership and, or rob parts off another machine to make it right. Because like the door was all scratched up. It was kind of a mess, but either way, they made it right. So, but yeah, this thing's great. We took it up one of a pretty, I guess, like an expert type trail, like a black diamond. Did a big ride on it. So yeah, other than that, like the thing's good. It's a fun machine. So, but yeah, you definitely want to add accessories to them. It's like they give you these things bare bones. So it'd be nice to have like the windshield was the biggest one. But yeah, other than that, let's check this thing out. I mean, look at this suspension on this thing. It's just freaking awesome. So I thought this was a winch, but it's just like an anchor point. Yeah, so that's the windscreen I put on. It has the vents right here. It's really cool. So what is that? There you go. Opens just like that. So get some fresh air. And it just buckles on. There's no tools you need. So it's a cool design. It's just like a ratchet type design. Same thing for the roof. What else? I like the black and orange. Yeah, it's like, these shocks are just massive. So it has the Walker Evans suspension. Antifreeze reservoir back there. It has all the suspension adjustments. There's some pretty decent anchor tie down points. Has a small trunk. They probably make a, you know, a cooler or a container to put back there, but we just tied down a cooler and some duffel bags with some bungee cords. Fill up the fuel. Yeah, let's check out the inside. So I got this one because, oh, okay, so this glove box looks like it has like a USB. And then I got this one because it has the stereo. You know, I think like the premium doesn't have a stereo in it, so spend the money, get a sound system. So yeah, you can connect Bluetooth, but it's just so nice to have tunes in this thing. Source, FM. So you got that, you got, what else? So that shows you everything. It's got a mapping system. That's your GPS. It's got the old shit bar. It's adjustable. Pretty cool. Nice for the passenger. Socket for, yeah, it's just turn this off. So it has, you know, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, low beam, high beam, adjustable steering wheel. Yeah, it's fired up. Gotta put your foot on the brake. Yeah, it's a beast. The 1000 goes pretty good. Like you could tell, like if you're not used to the gas pedal, the thing will like jump out. So yeah, it's got plenty of power for high country riding. Nice anchor point up here. I just use the soft straps, tie this thing down. So the weird thing, this front seat's adjustable. So you have, you know, regular adjustment, but this one's not, it's fixed. So make sure to put it all on like all the way forward setting, because if you put it on the back, you cannot fit somebody back there, or even like a cooler on the floor. So then yeah, all these straps are, you know, to pull the seats up. You know, they tilt up like that. So, but yeah, like the seat bolt was snapped off in there. Then, did they put a new door on here? Yeah, they did. They put a new door because this thing was scratched. So yeah, like the weather stripping was hitting, because if the doors aren't adjusted properly, so you have adjustments here, if they're not adjusted, they'll hit each other. So I mean, it's not a precision machine, you know, it's definitely capable, but you start to notice, you know, I would think for the price it'd be a lot more dialed in. But I mean, I get it, it's just an off-road machine. And I mean, it's sweet, it'll get you anywhere. So yeah, it seems like these harnesses, like a little overkill. And oh, the front one, you have to buckle that, or it'll like hit the speed limiter, you know, so it'll only go like whatever, 15 miles an hour. Extra compartment there. There's a glove box here. Cup holders. It's a basic transmission. Got your speakers back here. Got some handles and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this machine here. So now I just got to use it more.